In this episode of our series, Property Insurance Mistakes for Real Estate Investors, we're going to answer this question. What is coinsurance, and how can you be harmed financially by your coinsurance? Coinsurance is actually a penalty assessed against real estate investors when their buildings are underinsured. The typical coinsurance will range anywhere from 80% to 100%. What do these numbers mean? If you have, say, an 80% coinsurance on your policy, in order for you to not be penalized, your building must be insured to 80% or more of its replacement cost. Let's look at two different examples. In both scenarios, let's assume there's an 80% coinsurance and the replacement cost is $1 million. In the first example, the business owner has purchased $800,000 of coverage on his building. He has satisfied the 80% coinsurance requirement because $800,000 is 80% of the $1 million replacement cost. But what happens if you fall below the 80% coinsurance? In the second example, the business owner has only purchased $500,000 of coverage. He mistakenly believes that $500,000 is sufficient because that's the current market value of his building. However, he was required to carry $800,000 of coverage. Because he falls short of the coinsurance requirement, a penalty will be assessed against any claim he files. What will this penalty be? It's easy to calculate. You simply divide the actual amount of coverage purchased by the minimum amount required. In this case, he purchased $500,000 and the minimum required was $800,000. Dividing $500,000 by $800,000 results in a percentage of 62.5. That means the insurance company will only pay 62.5% of his claim, and he will pay the remaining 37.5%, plus his deductible. So let's say he has a fire claim that amounts to $150,000. We multiply the $150,000 by the 37.5% penalty, leaving him responsible to pay $56,250 of the claim, plus his $1,000 deductible. As you can see, underinsuring your building can lead to a significant coinsurance penalty. We suggest that you evaluate the replacement cost of your buildings on a yearly basis and make adjustments to your coverage to ensure that you do not incur a coinsurance penalty. If you have any questions in the meantime about our educational videos or about commercial property insurance, call Pathway Insurance at 800-998-0662 or visit our website